can't believe I ate that whole thing.
You ate it, Ralph.
I can't believe I ate that whole thing.
No, Ralph, I'll eat it.
I can't believe I ate that whole thing.
Now you're local on the 8s.
Oh, hey. Yeah. Bad, baby. Bad.
Channel 8 at 5:30.
Check it out, man. The question you gotta ask yourself is how badly do you want to see the greatest fucking rock and roll show on the fucking earth, right? You're talking about Pascal Johnson in the audience. You're talking about up in Detroit, Rock City, brother.
Oh, what I'm gonna do to you.
I'm so angry.
We apologize for the profanity, which he also said on our air.
Bunch of guys who make bad music, dress like freaks, and wear more makeup than all my sisters combined? No. These assholes gotta be stopped.
Now starts the I Hate Music Podcast.
Are we back on?
This person staring through. This person staring through reflective. You've turned and run off with all to the other side with you. And I know you try so damn hard to be so happy. So you see, what do I do now that you want me? I'll fade with time, just like a dream. Inherit my shoes. They were too hard to fill anyways. I wanted to go well for you. Start over and get it right this time. For me. Open the eyes. Look at the wall and notice the one that borrows and steals. I do this to myself. 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 Stick to the side roads. They have interesting thoughts.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the iMusic Podcast. I am your host, Omar. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Once again, this is the I8 Music Podcast. I am your host, Omar. Today is September 17th, here on a Thursday. Hopefully everybody's doing well and doing great out there. Hopefully everybody's having a good week and a good day. Having a great day today. It's about 5:27 p.m. on the hour right now. And right now you just heard 24-Hour Sunsets. And they were performing Apathy, a cover by Poison the Well. And Poison the Well is a band. I don't know where they're from actually, but they're a hardcore band they've been around for a while. If you haven't heard of Poison the Well, I suggest you guys look them up. And 24-Hour Sunset is an artist out here by the name of Lou. And he's been out here for a while, and he's been doing music, and I haven't heard too much music by 24-Hour Sunset, and he just stopped by recently with Ruben Najera. And speaking of Ruben Najera, this is episode 45 of the iMusic Podcast. I said it, 45! This is episode 45 of the iMusic Podcast, and it's going to feature Ruben Najera. Ruben Najera is a professional skateboarder from the Imperial Valley, and I just wanted to talk to him. He stopped by, I believe on Tuesday, and we chatted up a little bit, and we talked. He brought his friend Lou with him, and Lou is part of 24-Hour Sunset. You can find their music, his music at soundcloud.com/24-Hour Sunset. And I figured I'm going to play 2 tracks from him. I'm also going to play this song called Suitcase by Circus Survive. It's a cover he also did. You can find these tracks on soundcloud.com/24-Hour Sunset, 24-Hour Sunset, one word altogether. You know, you just heard Apathy by Poison the Well and Suitcase by Circus Survive. Both covers that, Lou has done. And yeah, so this episode 45 of the iMusic Podcast featuring Ruben Najera. And once again, Ruben is a professional skateboarder from out here from the Valley who's been skateboarding actively all his life. And he's been to competitions, and he's been, building his own brands out here. And he stopped by, recently the skate park just opened, so that's pretty cool to have him on here. He was a big part of that reason why it opened too. So, thanks for Ruben for making it happen, I guess, for the people, you know what I mean? I'm not going to go and start skating just because it opened. I just can't, you know what I mean? I'm going to break a leg, and I know people are going to start skating just because it opened and start following, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue this podcast and interview people and interview more artists. So yeah, this is episode 45 on a Thursday. I decided to, produce and upload this episode. You can find Ruben Najera at www.rubennajera.com. His last name, you spell it Najera. Ruben, R-U-B-E-N. That's at rubennajera.com. You can find him at there. Let's go check that out real quick. Might as well check out his .com real quick. You can find him. You can find his bios on there, his sponsors. He's sponsored by Struggle Skateboards, of course, and then he's also sponsored by Power Bar and Snug Buds, Six Stars Clothing, C4 Belts, Peter Grime Headwear, Driscoll's Gripe Gum, C1 Helmets, Hyro, how do you say that? Hyro or Hyro? How do you say that? Nitro Bearings, Electrica Project, and Draven Shoes. Wow. These are all the sponsors out here, so shout out to all Ruben Najera sponsors that he has, I'm promoting them plugging them out here. And so yeah, he was born from he's from Central California, from the Imperial Valley. He's not just a skateboarder, he's also an actor, which is kind of cool, an actor from the Valley, he's doing big things. So thanks for Ruben Najera for stopping by. We're just hanging out, give him a holler. You can find him at Ruben Najera on Instagram, and he's just doing big things. I'm glad he stopped by. I'm gonna watch a little clip right here. He has some Skateology. If you go to RubenNajera.com, you can find Skateology. He's showing us a very old triple flip / NAR flip. Nice. Dope. So yeah, so go ahead and check him out at RubenNajera.com if you guys want to, give him a talk to him and see, buy some stuff and support him. He's also on Facebook, and then also, you find his YouTube videos and his IMDb. Just look him up on Google as Ruben Najera. And yeah, this is the iMusic podcast. I don't just focus on music. I also focus on, skateboarding and artists and innovators and people who are, have a real passion for their work, have a real passion and a real good work ethic. And I want people to come in here and talk. And Ruben did that. He came in here and he talked what he had to talk about. I like people who come in and talk, on these microphones and who are not nervous, like me. I'm just kidding. I get nervous sometimes too. But, he came in, stopped by, we chit-chatted a little bit, and that was awesome. I had a good time. And look out for future episodes as well. I just interviewed also Ace the Vig. I believe that's going to be episode 46 or 47. Ace the Vig is an artist from Calapat, Brawley area. So look out for that as well. And then also look out for some new shows and also some new episodes. So look out for a bunch of things coming from the iMusic podcast. This is just the beginning. We're barely starting. Feel free to, contact me at iapodcast@gmail.com or check out at iapodcast.com. That's where I'm at. You can follow me on Instagram at the iMusic Podcast or at Omarvel. And yeah, this is the iMusic Podcast here on Thursday, just hanging out. And hopefully you guys enjoy this interview. Once again, this is the iMusic Podcast. I could do this all day. Hopefully you enjoy the last episode. The last episode featured J57. Once again, J57 is from an artist, MC, producer from New York City. And he's done work with Transformer and El Hancho, Mark Beltran, the graphic designer for iPodcast.com. And I wanted to have him on there just to reach out because I said those episodes, they went with the last episode, so it worked out perfectly. And then also you can check out Bondage. And yeah, feel free to look out the other episodes, check them out, see how I'm progressing or see if I'm not progressing. Who's really paying attention anyways, right? Yeah, but this is the iMusic Podcast. I'm just right here. I'm waiting for, I believe, Halfway Ghosts. They're going to practice today. They're going to have a show tomorrow. There's an electric showcase, I believe, going on again out there in Brawley. I believe it's the third one of the electric showcase. We were a part of it last time. So, go ahead and check it out if you're going to be in Brawley. It's the electric showcase at Waves. It's going to feature some artists. I know Halfway Ghosts is playing. I'm not too sure about the other bands, but go ahead and check it out. It's going to be at Electric Showcase out there in Brawley. Only reason I know about it is because of Halfway Ghosts. So shout out to Halfway Ghosts. You guys are awesome. They have a record coming out too. They have a record coming out on October 10th called Destroy Yourself. It's going to be, you can pre-order it now. I believe you can pre-order it this Saturday at bandcamp.com/halfwayghost. Go ahead and check them out. And then there's a show on Friday, and their album's coming out on the 10th. Just plugging out Halfway Ghosts just because they're being really active with their music right now. And look out for more stuff from Halfway Ghosts. Look out for great things happening in the Valley. Look out for great things happening in El Centro. And I feel like this art community, this music community is growing. How? Why? I don't know. It just is. But I see, people are supporting each other, just like you're going to hear in this interview me and Ruben touched on how some people don't support each other, how back in the day they didn't support each other. And I get it. Egos, I get it, you know what I mean? Some of us have egos, you know what I mean? Like, it's understandable, you know what I mean? But then again, if you don't support someone, they're not going to support you. It's easy as that. If you don't support somebody, they're not going to support you, you know what I mean? Or maybe they might support you still. Yeah, who knows? Who knows the name of the game, but it's simple as that, you know what I mean? If you don't support somebody, no one's going to support you. But right now, I guess everybody's supporting each other, which is cool, which is great. Why not, right? Shout out to Strangers Bar, too. Strangers Bar is going to have some events out there. I believe the next show at Strangers Bar is going to be in October. This Saturday's Bondage is playing over there at Strangers Bar this Saturday. That's at Bondage. They have a show tonight in Mex, too, so good luck to them. But Bondage will be playing at Strangers Bar this weekend on Saturday. And then the next show for Strangers Bar is going to be, I'll give you the info right now. Where it's going to be. This is where I'm going to be. This is where I want to be. I don't know what the song is. What song is that? Alright, so check this out. So the next show at Strangers Bar is going to be at Thursday, October 1st, going to feature Thelma and the Slays from Nashville, Tennessee, and also the Soaks from San Diego. That's 115 North 5th Street, El Centro, Strangers Bar. They have a bunch of good beer out there. I suggest you guys go out there. Shout out to Ernie. He's a real cool guy. And Ernie has a real cool work ethic. I support Ernie from Strangers Bar. So if you're out there, give him a shout out. Say what's up. Say, hey, I heard you on the iMusic podcast. But go to the show on October 1st. We'll be out there. And then also go to the show this Saturday, the 26th, featuring Bondage. Electric Showcase Friday. And I believe that's all I know so far. If any other events, I'll go ahead and plug it. Why not, right? I'm all about support. Here at the iMusic podcast, we're all about support. Some people don't support each other, but we support everybody. We're friendly people out here in the iMusic podcast. Everybody's welcome. This is a music-based podcast, and I'm fucking babbling already. Huh? All right. So this is episode 45 of the iMusic podcast, featuring Ruben Najera. Once again, thanks to Ruben Najera for stopping by. Real awesome, cool guy, humble guy. And just listen to his words. Listen to what he has to say about the Valley and what he has done. And hopefully you guys appreciate that this stuff is not easy. It's not going to come easy for us. And it's not going to come easy for you to follow your dream. But it's possible. So once again, thanks to Ruben Najera. I'm going to go ahead and get into this track by Let's get into this track by 24 Hour Sunset, covering Suitcase by Circus of Vibes. So thanks to 24 Hour Sunset and Ruben Najera for stopping by this past weekend. And yeah, hopefully you have a safe weekend. Enjoy your guys' selves. If you're listening to this on a Monday or at work, fuck the boss. But yeah, thanks you guys. I'm done for the day. I'll see you guys later.
So like, I just recruited like the neighborhood block is what I did.
Right.
And my whole idea was like, I had this fascination with like, I don't want to get the best because everyone's like, who's the sickest? You know what I mean? I didn't have this idea of that. I had this idea of like, fuck, you just give me whoever doesn't have a home. Right. And like, I just want to like make them sick. Like, I just want to like, you know what I mean?
It was like
I
an
had
underdog.
This idea of like building, like
right. Even back then.
Yeah, it was almost
then?
like if it was like, yeah, this is back then.
Right.
This is almost like if it was like if I was like Charles Xavier and those were like my X-Men or something. You know what I mean? Like, it was like that.
Like
hell
leader,
yeah, dude.
I guess you would say. Not leader, but
yeah. It was more just like being. They'd be like, really, you want me in your skate crew? And I'd just be like, yeah, man, you're in. And you know what I mean? It was more like that. Like,
yeah.
Like it was like they found it weird because like everyone was like, you're not good enough or whatever. And like with me, it was like they're just looking at me like, really?
Nice.
You want me? And I was like, yeah, you're in, you know.
Okay.
Like, and I'll just bring them like in, you know.
All
And
right.
people just get good like when you push them, like you know what I mean. Like if they're not good and they weren't good from the other crew, they get good with you because you put like I would kind of find like one of the guys couldn't like do flip tricks. But I noticed, like, he has this knack for, like, jumping off, like, acid dropping off of shit.
Right.
Hey, come over here, dude. We got this sick acid drop for you. Like, kind of, like, utilize people's skills.
Okay.
And so it always looked different and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Yeah, so it's kind of like that.
Welcome back to the I Music Podcast. I'm right here in the studio right now with Ruben Najera. Right?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Omar? I'm a fan of this podcast, man. I really am. I really, really like it, dude, what you're doing.
Thanks, man. Well, welcome.
Great,
welcome to the I Music Podcast. Let's get Najera, right? Am I saying it right?
Yes,
Ruben Najera.
Ruben
right?
Najera.
Okay, and I also got Loon Martinez in studio.
Hey, what's going on, Omar? It's, dude, pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
I'm like super excited, dude, to get this going.
Fuck yeah, dude. And you brought Loon, just your friends? You guys friends?
This is my longtime friend, dude.
Yeah,
like
man.
the homies.
We're super like
supportive.
Dude.
Pretty much best friends,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Okay.
Best friends, man. Like I mean, everything from we dabbled from music to even skating back in the day together to just sharing interests and everything.
To being in the
Yeah,
podcast.
everything.
Yeah,
man,
heck yeah, man.
Homies
Like-
for life.
Like
dude.
pretty much anything pop culture, man. We have a lot in common. You know what I mean? We're like nerds to the max. We went to Comic-Con recently.
Yeah.
Recently,
That was pretty cool. Yeah,
You
man.
see anything cool out there?
Dude,
Everything.
everything there is
Right.
pretty much cool. I mean, he was there signing autographs and stuff, man. This
You
dude
were
was
touring?
legit. And I was there just like, you know, getting everything for him, you know, like
Yeah.
anything he needed, posters, stuff like that, like helping out. He's in, I mean, I don't know, if we're going to talk about this, but like Skate God, he's coming out in a movie, man.
Okay. Yeah, I heard
That's
about
what he was
that.
there for.
Yeah, so the movie's called Skate God. It's due out for release in summer of 2016.
Right.
That's actually right at the time slot, I think, of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
DC
okay,
Suicide
nice.
Squad. So it's
Okay.
gonna hit when that film hits.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a movie. Some people
Right.
for some reason thought it was a skate video. It's not. It's a movie.
It's a real movie?
It's a real
Acting?
movie, but skateboarding is like an essence of it.
Okay.
So I mean, we got actors from like Peter Fonda
Right.
to like India Isley, who was
Right.
she was the young girl in Underworld Awakening. She was Kate Beckinsale's daughter, but
Okay.
she's not young anymore. She's
Right.
grown up. But there's a lot of other actors and actresses in there. And then we got like skateboarders, like for instance Tony Hawk's in there, but instead of playing himself like he usually does, he actually has a role, like he's a character in the movie. He's like, he has like a real. He's gonna be acting.
Right.
Yeah, and then we got like a bunch of other pro skateboarders. We got Letitia Buffani, the world's most recognized woman professional
Yeah,
skateboarder.
dude.
He skates also?
I got to
yeah.
meet her at Comic-Con. She's so
Oh,
beautiful,
nice.
dude.
So
She's,
the whole, all the like the actors were there?
Yeah, so
Alright,
Corey
okay.
Duffel, Garrett Hill, Moose, Luis de los Reyes,
super cool, dude.
all those pros. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Yeah.
Well,
So
not only is Ruben Najera an actor, I want to give you a proper introduction. He's actually a skateboarder from the Imperial Valley, right? Is that what you call yourself?
yeah. I skate professional. I'm a professional
Okay.
skateboarder for like a decade now, really. But I'm from the Imperial Valley, so from El Centro, California. I pride myself in that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, don't usually say they're from here, but screw that, man,
Yeah.
dude. I'm so proud to be from here. Like seriously, like I'm so proud to be from here, man. Like I really am, and I try to help out anyone and everyone from here in the valley. I help them out, man. I don't discriminate against anybody. If you've met me, you know that. I mean, at some point in time, I've given you something for free.
Right.
I've done events here for like 18 years or something. Basically
Not
running
even just
skate
skateboard
scene.
events, like you do also musical events.
I've
right?
done,
You bring bands
I've done
and-
Battle of the Bands and
Yeah.
concerts, and I've done just skateboarding contests and everything. You know what I mean? Just anything to make the valley thrive. I just feel like we're all one, and that's why I love this podcast,
Okay.
man.
Big
That's
with the
why,
arts.
yeah,
Big
man.
with the arts,
Yeah,
yeah.
like you might not think of, but you're my brother, dude.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying?
man. I
We're
appreciate
brothers,
that.
man. We're
Yeah,
valley
man.
brothers. you
Yeah,
know?
man. It's just
Yeah.
a place for us to talk. Introduce everybody to what you have going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a different outlet, different different platform for people to express themselves. You know what I mean? Since
Yeah.
it gives you guys to talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
Definitely.
people need to understand, dude, that just because you're from the valley doesn't mean you're going to be closed off from the rest of what can be done out there, you know?
Right.
Like Ruben was a skateboarder. He's a pro now, you know what I mean? You're going to do this podcast. You might break out into this humongous podcast, dude. Who knows, you know what I mean? We're musicians.
Will.
We might write incredible songs that might, fucking be out in the world, or if anything, we can sell them to someone who's going to put them out in the world, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I just think,
Possibilities.
yeah, there's so many possibilities, and being from the Valley doesn't mean you're excluded from that. You know what I mean?
Possibilities is that maybe we can get a Coachella over here.
Woo!
You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been saying that since the beginning I started this. You know what I mean? When El Centro.
That
State
can
8,
definitely
you know what
happen. That
Yeah.
can definitely. That's a matter of just like. That's a matter of just saying, hey, let's do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Do some
Honestly,
bands,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Because we're snuggled in between. Hey, the I8 music podcast,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Exactly, man.
Arizona to San Diego. They got to stop somewhere.
Yeah,
we're right
exactly.
here, man.
We're
We're right
brave,
here.
We're friendly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this is Ruben Najera. Let's get into this interview, dude. I got some questions up here in my mind already, like just building already. So, Ruben.
All right.
When did you start skateboarding, man? When did you want to pick this up and, okay, I'm going to
All right.
go out and skateboard?
So, yeah, I started skating when I was like 12 and a half. I always did team sports, baseball and basketball and stuff like that. But I swear, man, like I mean, I'd play like left field like the last inning of the game or something, the last 2 innings of the game. And then in basketball, like it just kind of seems sometimes like just kind of bullied around. You know what I mean? Not really. It didn't really get, be bench stringed or whatever. And I love the sports. I liked watching them. You know what I mean? And when I was younger, I was always like, my dream is to be a professional athlete. And I was never really like specific, which is funny because the way it worked out, right? But I was like, I want to be a professional athlete. You know what I mean? But I do like music too.
Right.
You know what I mean? I like creating and I like film and I like so many things. But I knew I wanted to do something like that. And it's just with those sports, I was just like so pushed down. You know what I mean? Like didn't get that shot. That the first time I saw a skateboard, I saw how free and independent it was. It really like drew me in. Okay. I remember I was in a band class, and one of the guys in my band class actually had a skateboard because we didn't even have a teacher. Like at the time, the school district couldn't afford to pay for one. Okay. So we had like just these substitutes, and we would do nothing. So it was like a free period. And so it was so free that there was no one watching at the time because the sub was like whatever. And this one guy in my band class had a skateboard, and he started trying to 50-50 grind the curb. And I saw that, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, that is sick, And that wasn't the first time I saw a skateboard. The first time I saw a skateboard actually was in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, believe it or not. That's the first time I saw a skateboard. Okay. That's the first time I saw one, so I knew what it was. But when I saw someone in front of me doing it in person, I wanted to try it. It's like, I know what this is. Like, I want to try it. And I started just kind of standing on it and pushing on it. And dude, from that day on, I wanted to do it, dude. Yeah. And like the fact that I didn't have to rely on a team or wait like till the 9th inning to get stuck in there or be told that I had to get hit by a pitch or something just so I can walk to first base, take it for the team. Like I could skate, I could do what I wanted, when I wanted, however I wanted, at the pace I wanted. Right. And every day was something new to learn or a new trick to learn. And that was an immense, amazing feeling, and it gave me self-gratification. And like it just made me, like really feel like I accomplished something in my day. Like right. Today I got pop shove-its. Okay. Yesterday I got a 180. Next is gonna be a switch 180. Next is a half cab. You know what I mean? And like the possibilities just seem endless. And it just wouldn't stop. Like it would keep going to the extent of like, now I can do it to manual. Oh, now I can do it to manual and do this out. Oh, now I can do, you know what I mean? And right. It just kept going and going, and like I just can't explain it, dude. Like to this day, I know for a fact, I can tell you, I will never stop skateboarding. I will be like 90 years old, whatever, and I'll be like on the beach pushing like on a longboard or something. Right. I will always skateboard. Like I absolutely love it. Like even if I didn't do it as a career right now, I would still do it. Like I love it that much. Right. You know what I mean? Nothing will keep
Not
me
even
from
tricks, like even just skating around, cruising.
Just the feeling of riding that board. I swear, like if I'm away from it for X amount of days, it sounds weird, but I feel kind of sick sometimes. Okay. You know what I mean? I feel like, man, this is like I just need to just release this energy. I just need to push. Right. I don't have to necessarily like, kill myself for a trick or something. It's not, all about that. It's just the fact of me needing to be on the board. Okay. I honestly feel less clumsy standing on my skateboard than walking sometimes. Really? As weird as that sounds. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
you started skateboarding and then building the craft of building your skateboarding skills. I guess after school daily, right?
Yeah. Right? So the other funny part about that, and this is when around the time when I met Luis too. Okay. When we started skating together, right. He knows it too. I didn't skate because, and I don't mean to like bash on the future generation right now, right? Because a lot of people are like, I want to get sponsored, and that's like their main. That's where they start. Some of them, you know what I mean. But when we started, he knows this. I didn't even know what the heck that was. I didn't even know that was possible. Right. I skated because I loved it and the freedom, and I got to do whatever I wanted, however I wanted. You know what I mean? It wasn't until later on when it was like, I think it was like CCS or something. Remember those old magazines we used to get? The free ones used to be a big deal. Oh, you got the new CCS, dude. And like we used to like flip it open, and then that's when like I would see like, who's Rodney Mullen, you know, and Tony Hawk, and who, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, who are these? You know, it's like Day One Song. Who's this? Like, wow, you know, like that's when I started getting introduced to that. You know, Ronnie Krieger. It's another big one, dude. And it was funny is actually I skate for one of his brands now, which is full circle. Pretty cool, man. Yeah. So, but yeah, like when I started learning about that, you know what I mean? I started dabbling really into it. Right. You know.
I guess the sport got better.
It was huge when we were in high school. Oh, really? Like it was like at the height. Remember?
When we first started, it wasn't, but then it grew to a height. Right. Yeah, because when we first started, I swear there was only like 4 dudes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you know what I mean? And like even the board was blank. I didn't even know, like I couldn't even name one board brand off the top of my head at the time. Right. Until later, you know, then like Shorties became like the big thing. And, like, you know what I mean? Like you started hearing about those other brands.
Chad Meska.
Yeah. Then there was an insurgence where it blew up. And then it went down, and then it went up, and then it went down. It became this roller coaster. Okay. It's always been like that.
Yeah, that's the way skateboarding is.
Yeah, it's the way it is.
Kind of like music.
Yeah, music too, man. Yeah. So it's very similar, dude. And honestly, they go hand in hand.
Yeah, man. That's why I brought you in here. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I love skateboarding. I love music. You know what I mean? I want to hear your story. Man.
Yeah. Plus, it's funny because like we skate and stuff, but like the number one, it's funny. The people I get along with the most are musicians, you know, and back and forth, you know what I'm saying? I think it's vice versa. Like, it's funny how it works out, but it's like we're one and the same, dude.
Right, nice. Yeah. You were just skating around town? I mean, you're just skating in front of your house when you're skateboarding? Yeah, so, you go take it out? Or
you know, so it's absolutely wonderful. We have a skate park now. Amazing. But at the time, there was nothing. Right. And so the first skate video I ever put in.
Especially in the Valley, though.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that.
The Valley, yeah. Rodney Mullen versus Day One Song part 2, actually. Round 2 was the first one I saw, then round 1.
Ground.
So a lot of flat ground, you know what I'm saying? So for me, if you wonder why my style is the way it is, it's because we don't have a skate park, you know, I'm sorry, we don't have a bowl. Now we got a bowl, right? But like, at the time, that's all it was, and I just happened to see that video first, so it didn't seem like there was anything wrong. Right. Like, it didn't seem like, you know what I mean? It seemed like, no, everything's okay. Like, this dude's doing, like, Casper flips and like, you know what I mean? He's doing like, you know, he's doing flat ground, he's doing double flips and triple flips and stuff. And so for me, it was like, okay, that's I want to try to learn that. And so my style adapted to that, you know? So I saw that, the flat ground, you know what I mean? Right. And so I built my skills in that direction because that's what I saw, you know, and then Day One Song and manuals, then that's when the whole manual thing came in. Okay. But I'm a product of, you know what I mean? Like,
flat ground.
Yeah, a flat ground. Because that's all we had here, dude. Yeah, curbs. You know, I don't remember EED, unemployment office.
Yeah, you were there all the time.
I was there all the time, man. That was like our love park and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now they get it off. Now it's Rite Aid.
Yeah. And now it ain't even Rite Aid. Rite Aid must be happy now because now it ain't Rite Aid no more.
Oh, that's why I got the skate park.
Now it's a skate park. Like now, like no one like they're, hey, where we gonna meet up? They just look at you like, are you serious? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about, man? Yeah. The skate park, like that's gonna change the generation now. Yeah,
man. I want to leave the skate park to the last.
Yeah, for sure.
It's pretty, you know. But I mean, I guess I'm about to bring it up right now. I mean, how do you feel about it? You know?
Absolutely amazing, man. Every time I'll admit it, right? Sometimes I drive by there, I just smile, dude. Really? Sometimes I just drive by just to drive by, dude. I just like, this is dream come true.
Is it like a relief for you? Like,
it is, dude. I've been going to meetings for this for the last decade. Right. I'm the dinosaur that's still stuck around till the end, and I'm the original skateboarder from the original. I went to the first meeting and I went to the last one. I went to all of them, dude. I'm a part of the Desert Skate Park Coalition. There's only like 4 of us, and I'm the only avid skateboarder in it. They're the ones that wrote the grant. Mm-hmm. So shout out to Anastasia, Mickey, Carlos Gonzalez, and Brett Driscoll. Those are some unsung heroes right there.
Right.
But
thanks to those guys, right?
Yeah, if you really want to think some specific people who like were the seed to like build upon what ended up happening. I know the city of Los Central, wonderful things he did after, but they're the seed. The Desert Skate Park Coalition is the one that took the idea and really, you know.
Yeah, thanks to those guys.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? And I've been there since the beginning, you know what I mean? Pushing for the rights of all Imperial Valley skateboarders. And like I said, I'm the dinosaur. I was the only skateboarder still left. I was there at the first meeting. I was there at the last one. A lot of things have changed since then. It's 10 years ago. Some of the kids are 12 that are skating, and that means they were 2 when I was in there trying to fight to get our skate park. You know what I mean? So a lot of things changed, you know what I mean? But I'm just so extremely happy that we have it for everybody, you know what I mean?
For the future generation of kids.
Oh yeah. You know, I'll skate there too, but I mean, seriously, like this is gonna impact the future so much, man.
Of course.
It's man. It's
like you said, from going from nothing, specifically like nothing, having nothing in the valley to giving us a little of an outlet for for the kids, you know, to get practice their their skateboarding, their craft, you know.
Yeah, and like I tell like a lot of kids like. I am you. Every if you skateboard in El Centro, like I am you.
Right.
Like I am no better than you. You know what I mean? I am you. Like if I did it, you can do it. You know what I mean? And that's why I kept doing events for the last close to like 17 years in the valley because there was nothing.
Right.
And if I didn't do something, then there would be nothing.
Of course.
To put into perspective. I want to enter contests myself personally, and in the last 17 years, I've only entered one contest because only one contest has been thrown. You know what I mean?
Locally?
Locally,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. Actually, I know Sirius threw a contest not too long ago. That was cool.
Probably.
That was cool because no one had done that, you know.
Right.
But like previously to that, I think Driscoll's had thrown like one contest with God's Game, and I entered that one. But other than that, I mean, dude, we're talking about like a span of like 17, 16 years and nothing.
Right.
I'm just doing all the contests. After a while, like. I enjoy doing the contest to give something to the community to look forward to, but at the same time, it's like, hey, I want to skate too, guys. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I want to skate too. You know what I'm saying? I'm a skate rat, man. Like if you talk to me, you see like how passionate I am about it, you know. But like it's just, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, man. I've always given back, man. And everyone that's here, I just want to help them. I'm just happy for everyone that skates, man. Like every brand, every skateboarder, young and old. Man, dude, to me, we're all brothers, dude. I got absolutely nothing but love for every single skateboarder from here to Mexicali, Calexico, Imperial, Hopeville, you know what I mean? Brawley, of course, El Centro. Yeah, dude, man, you name it, man. Like, every single city, dude, we're all connected in one. And every single skateboarder, man, you have me from the heart, man. Like, I enjoy seeing you all skate. For sure.
Well, you're a legend, man. Yeah, I don't want to say this, but you're a legend from the valley. Like, you know what I mean? I told you that. You know, through the email, I told you that. But
he's one of the loudest voices, if not the loudest voices, for like just condoning anything and everything skateboard in the valley, man. That's been Ruben through and through since I don't know, since he's gotten it. You know what I mean? So like, you hear him right now, and dude, it's 100% honesty. Like anybody who thinks.
Fucking focus on what your words are just saying.
Like, anybody who thinks different, dude, is just lying to themselves because it's ridiculous how much he loves this.
Nice. So you plan on throwing events at the skate park too, though?
I will continue. I will continue to do it for as long as I can. Man. Okay. I will always do it. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, at some point in time, if you skate, I've given you something for free. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I try to like give back as much, and like, I swear, if you need help, you know what I mean, with direction, and maybe you do want to pursue a career in skating. You know what I mean? Ask me, man. I'm very approachable. You can ask me anything. I'll answer you. Your questions. Like I said again, think of it this way: like if everyone in San Diego digs the Chargers, right? I mean, like, Charger fans, we're in San Diego. like me, okay? I feel like Imperial Valley is like a unit. So if you're from Imperial Valley and you want to do in skating, I want to help you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I want to help you. Like we're the same team. Yes. Okay, we all got to think of it like we're the same team. Right. You know what I mean? We got to show the world. You know what I'm saying? We got to show the world like what we can do. Like I'm proud of the people from here. So that's the way I see it. I don't see it as like conflicting
competition.
You know, I don't see it. Competition does not exist.
Right.
Or I see it as like Imperial Valley and on. Right. You know, and that's another thing too. Like some people here limit themselves to here, but I think I know my success is based on the fact that I go beyond that.
Right.
I see the world. Yes. It's way past.
Like the valley's still here.
The valley's still here. That's why.
Go and bring it back.
Yes.
Bring the valley out there.
Yes. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I want to help anyone here. Yes. Like I see the world. That's what I see. Yeah.
See the bigger picture.
I see. I see. I've been. I just got back from Washington D.C. Actually. A sponsor of mine flew me out there. Spacey Cloud. Shout out to Spacey Cloud.
How was that? How's your
absolutely beautiful, man. On the East
Skateboarding
Coast.
took you out there.
Skateboarding took me out there, man. That's what I'm saying. Like because of skateboarding, man. Like I'm in Washington D.C. because of skateboarding, man. Like I got to see. I saw the White House and I really wasn't that impressed, to be honest with you. But The Abraham Lincoln
How's the
Memorial?
park,
Huh?
How's the park?
Oh, we
Did you go to the park, skate park or anything? Or?
No, well, we went to. Here's the crazy thing. They flew me out there to do a demo at the Kennedy Center, which is the Opera House, which is like where Obama and them like watch like plays and.
Yeah.
What's that guy? What's that one guy's name? Pavarotti.
Yeah. Are you talking about the
singer?
Oh, yeah, that is Pavarotti.
Yeah. So that guy. Here's the inside story. So they put us in the VIP room there, and like he had some of his stuff there, and like he's a signed picture of him because that's where he preps. He had like his preparation room there, whatever. Like a lot of famous people like stay there. That's like the room they were holding us in during the breaks of the demo. But they flew me out there to skate for one day, dude, at a course. It's called Finding a Line. It was a show, and they set up a whole street course for us in a bowl. And so I just skated the street course for like 2 hours. And
nice weather.
Oh, dude, it was nice, man. It was really nice. There were some people that were like, it's so hot out here, and like I was just like, you have no idea where I'm from, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Skate park.
I was like, you ever seen Return of the Jedi? Boba Fett, Slave Leia on the desert on top of
That's nothing compared to the valley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how'd you make it out to Washington? Part of a team or?
So Spacey Cloud flew me out there as like a guest pro, and I skated with like Ron Allen. Ron Allen's a legend. Okay. Ron Allen. There's a couple other guys that are in the week. So Steve Caballero, Bobby Warris, Reese Forbes, a bunch of other pros that were there on the other day. So, but the day I was there, I got to skate with Ron. That was super fun. Really cool guy. And then there's some bands playing too. And man, we skated in front of the Kennedy Center. What a trip. Like when I arrived in the morning, it's funny because the security guard kicked us off. He said, no skating, no skating. And then like when I walked by him, I was like, you're going to see me later, buddy.
Yeah.
And then like later I showed up and then when they escorted me through, he gave me the eye like, I see what you mean. And then he got to escort me to go skate, dude.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
so then like.
Did you get his name?
I didn't, man. I didn't. But it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny. And then like he escorted me to go skate, and then we skated the course. But then like on my little break time off, like my little intervals, I went just sightseeing. You know what I mean? Like, and dude, I saw the Abraham Lincoln Memorial. Absolutely, dude. If you think it's big, it's so much bigger than you think it is. It's amazing. If you go over there, I highly recommend to see that monument.
Upstairs.
Amazing, dude. It's so beautiful. Yeah, and then like right across, the second you make it to the top where Lincoln's at, you turn back and you look down and you see the Washington Monument across the lake. It's like that mile long.
Yeah.
The speeches and all that?
Yeah, speeches. Yeah, the Martin Luther King.
Yeah, man.
It's
historic.
It's dude,
historic.
It is amazing, dude. It's the most beautiful thing of a landmark I've seen in person in my life so far.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to like Europe or anything like that, but in the United States, man, that's a must, man. That's beautiful.
And would you ever thought that skateboarding would take you that far?
You know, I never dreamed that when I was younger. You know what I mean? There came a point in my life where I was like, you know what, sky's the limit. And then I was like, you know what, yes, this kind of stuff will happen to me because I knew what I was aiming for. You know, but when I was younger, no. You know what I mean? Because when I was younger, you know, you see what it is around the valley, and it's kind of like, oh man, you know, like no one's, you know what I mean, like.
Right.
Give you an example, like I really looked up to an artist named Dave Garcia when I was younger, because he is actually the creator of PandaCon from Ninja Turtles, and he's an artist, and he lives in Holtville, and he does signings at Comic-Con, and he's a comic book artist, but he's from the Valley, and so that really inspired me because it's like, oh, someone did something, you know what I mean? Like amazing, like really cool, and so and then full circle at Comic-Con. I went to go eat dinner with him and his wife, and he told me he was really proud of me.
He's really cool, man.
Oh, really cool guy, man.
Connected with each other.
Yeah, heck yeah. He said he was proud of me, and of course I'm proud of him. I told him the whole story. He already knew the story before, and I sent him an email like explaining to him how I looked up to him, and I was like awestruck. And he wasn't even a skateboarder, but just the fact that he did something, and he was from here, that motivated me, you know. But like when I was younger, there was a point where it was like it just seemed so unattainable, you know. But then when as I started growing, it's like, you know what? No, sky's the limit. I can do anything. You know what I mean?
Started thinking harder, I guess.
Yeah, it's just dude, reach for the sky. You know what I mean? Like when I started seeing that people could skate for a living, I just became motivated. When I started doing like double flips and nightmare flips and 360 flips and stuff like that, I was like, I started learning them. It took me a while to get them. Don't get me wrong. I'm an extremely hard worker. But I'm not like talented. Okay, it's like one of those things. You put 10,000 hours of work in something, you're gonna be good at it inevitably. You know, I put my hours in. I put my work in. I skate my ass off, dude. Like, I would sometimes my parents would be like, "Hey, get inside! What are you doing?" I was like outside 2 a.m. learning a trick.
Right.
I had like this insane dedication. Like I would ignore a lot of partying and stuff like that because I was just skating, dude. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, what are you doing? What are you gonna do? Well, I'm gonna go skate again. You know what I mean? And I'd be filming or whatnot or trying to get another trick, and I was just really focused. Like, I knew what I was aiming for, and like I was relentless until I got it. And like that's just how my mind works. It's almost like an OCD kind of like I just gotta like, you know what I mean?
Back to your parents, were they really supportive?
You know,
skateboarding. I know some parents aren't.
Yeah.
But some parents are.
Yeah, in the beginning they didn't understand it. You know what I mean? Which I don't think anyone would, honestly.
Right.
But now, like they're very supportive. But back then, I don't think, you know what I mean. It's kind of confusing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of okay. He really likes to do it. You know? Because actually, the first day I stepped on a skateboard, you know those little annoying lines in the corner of the light post?
Right. The killers.
I stuck one of those when I first started. Right, I had like wrong foot positioning. And I slipped and I fell face first and hit my eye. My eye just swole up.
Right.
I walked inside. This is the first day of skating. And then I remember my parents saying like, well, that's it. You're not going to skate anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that actually made me skate more because I felt like, okay, the worst thing that could happen just happened. Right. And then like I was alert after that. It's like, now this ain't going to happen to me. You know what I mean? And I took it a little bit differently than that. Right. And I think some people misconceptualize that too in today's day and age because they see skateboarders and they think like, you're reckless and like you're gonna break your leg, you know what I mean? And it's like, no, you don't understand. Like I'm trying to land on the trick. Yeah. I'm not trying to like fall. You know what I mean? Like I'm not getting hit in the face for a living. Like that's not part of my. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to land the trick. Like that's my goal, and I'll make sure I'm ready to land it, and I'll be prepared to land it when it's time to land it. You know, so different approach. You know what I mean? We're kind of more alert, you know, like if we come like a ledge or a rail, we can, you know, skip off it with our feet, you know, and skate death, but it's because we're ready, you know what I mean?
You stand on home base, the pitcher's going to hit you.
Yeah,
you learn how to hit the ball, you know what I mean? That's
exactly.
What
so, alert,
that's our
man.
sport,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Skateboarding.
Yes, dude.
So you're skateboarding day in, day night, in and out, day night, right? That's what it was?
Constant, man. I was just obsessed, man.
So you mastered it at night? I mean, not saying mastered, but so you...
You know, it's funny. I don't think anyone can master. Not even Roddy Mullen can master it. You know, it's like everyone's always going to have something they can't do. That's the funny, and that, you know, that's really cool, actually. You know, and that's another thing too is the styles are so different, and I love that because they always get that comparison. We're like, so who's better? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
that's the ultimate question.
Yeah. Who's better, Tony Hawk or you know what I mean?
Tupac or Biggie?
Yeah. It's like wait a second. Tony Hawk or Rodney Mullen, it's like, wait a minute, one of them skates vert, and the other one skates flat ground. You know what I mean? Like, me and my brother get asked that all the time. Who's the better, bro? And it's like, well, first off, I started him skating when he was 3. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so I started.
You want to shout your brother? I was gonna be that's later on too.
Yo, yeah, I love my brother, dude. Yeah,
Diego, right?
Yeah, Diego, man. I started him skating when he was 3. Right. You know what I mean? And we both have. He started like more like my style, but then like he kind of took off in his own.
Earlier when you said you put in the time, I was gonna bring up your brother.
Yeah.
Put in the time too,
So when I put it in the time, the cool thing is like there weren't other little kids like kids that are skating, so I would just bring him with me everywhere. Yeah. And so what he saw is what he thought he had to do. You know what I mean? And like, and people would make fun of me because I had him with me. You know, like why are you bringing the little 3-4-year-old? You know, it's like. Man, screw you guys, man. This is my brother. Right, you know what I mean? I would bring him with. Look at him now, right?
Yeah.
But people would make fun of me back then because I would have him with me. You know what I mean? But I loved him. I would bring him. But he's like my little sidekick. You know what I mean? Like I would have him with me all the time. Like
brother, literally like a little brother.
Yeah, I like show him the ropes, and not just him, but I had another brother, Ricky.
Yes.
I would show both of them. Right. So I would have both of them with me. I had like my little brother posse. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it was an age difference though between you and Diego though.
Yeah,
so like more like a you know.
Yeah. Diego really attached to me. Like, yeah, dude. Like I felt like a monkey in the mother. You know what I mean? Like, like he was so small, you know. Okay. And then my middle brother could fend more for himself because he's a little older, but I still took care of both of them. I love him equally, respectfully.
Ricky?
Yeah, he's amazing, dude. Yeah. So both of them, it was great times, you know, taking them both with me and skating. And yeah, like that's, you know, like I remember no one wanted to put us in their skate crew, so we just started our own skate crew.
Right, that's what we started from the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, in the beginning, yeah. So, you know, people usually like start their skate crews and they try to recruit the best guys. And like I went the opposite of that. I was like, you know what? Give me everybody that nobody wants. You know what I mean? And I felt like Professor Charles Xavier of the X-Men, like just like, you know what I mean? Right. Like give me all, you know what I mean? Like I'll recruit I'll give a home for everybody. And like that was like my group. My crew was based on like the guys in the block or down the street who were like, really, you want me on the team? I was like, yeah, I want you on the team. Like nobody wanted you, I want you. You know what I mean? Like, and I felt I got more of a challenge and more of an obsession with trying to like, prove people. You know what I mean? Like, look, check it out. The ones you didn't want, look what we did. You know what I mean? Like that was more sick. That was awesome to me. You know what I mean? Like, this is way cooler than just getting who's already good. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we built our styles, and so like, kind of like, if I saw someone had a stronger suit, like someone kept doing acid drops or something, I'd be like, okay, let's acid drop off this wall. Use people's strengths to their benefit, and we would film that. So everyone grew a unique style that way. It was cool, man. It was really fun. We'd make these videos. My first experience with making film, actually, we would have these Hi8 tapes that my dad had this camera Hi8, and we would take CD Walkman, stick the CD Walkman, the part where you put in your ear, you'd stick it in front where the sound picks up, and then the back part would go on the back side, and then we'd press record, and whoever was filming had to hold the CD Walkman and the camera at the same time and press record on both.
For the music?
Yeah, for the music. And so then, like, on the next take, you had to pause it. You know what I mean? Right. And so it's funny. We made videos like that. That's how we first made edits. And so, like, when someone would mess up, when, like, the song would be playing, you know what I mean? And then it would cut out, boom, and it'd be like a minute ahead. You'd be like, hey, what happened? You know what I mean? And so it's like, that dude took a while to get that trick. You know what I'm saying? But those were our parts, dude. That's how we made them back then, and it was a lot of good times, good learning experiences, and
there was no Adobe Audition back then. There was no video program.
Just I started learning how to do the whole VHS. You know what I mean? But since we were doing Hi8 tape, I couldn't do the VHS thing for sometimes. Like so we just did it that bootleg way. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, that was the first. I still have those videos somewhere, man.
It's somewhere in the house.
Yeah, somewhere, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I guess that's when you started your own team, right?
Yeah, just started my own skate crew, man. Yeah, just nobody. We were the X-Men dude at the time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that was our thing, and just that's where it really started. That was before like sponsors and all that stuff. That was just pure love. Like, no one wanted to play with our team, so we made our own. You know what I mean? Like, I think that mentality always stuck with me. Like do it yourself. Like, there's absolutely no excuse. Nothing, dude. Nothing in life, man. It doesn't matter what it is. There's no excuse. It's not going to happen if you don't do it, and stop worrying about if it succeeds or not. For me, success isn't based on if you literally succeeded. Success is based on if I did it or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if like I wrote a book, and let's say it only sold like 100 copies, but we ordered like 1,000, right? And someone considered that like, oh, it's a failure or whatever. For me, it's like, well, not really, because I have a book now. You know what I mean? Right. I got my book. I can cross that off the check mark. So for me, success is different. Like, I still win when people would think they lose, because it's just about completing goals. You know what I mean?
Personal goals.
Yeah, personal goals, dude. Yeah. So like, don't ever let anyone tell you can't do something. Just do it, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't hesitate. Don't worry about other people's opinions on that stuff. Dude, if you really want to do it, just do it, man.
Just do it,
yeah. Just do it, man.
And so you started, I guess, what was the first name of your team? Or the first
skate crew we had was called Riot.
Riot?
Yeah. And then we had like this little clothing get up called Archive that we started up a little later.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then my cousin and I started that one up, and then those were the first like little crews or teams we had.
How long did that last? And just, I guess, switch names or?
Yeah. It just kind of like, Riot was just a skate crew, a local thing, and everyone just kind of grew out of skating more or less. But I just kept skating, you know what I mean? Right. And then the clothing thing, we had a team. We made some videos. That was fun. And then a little bit later on after that, I mean, that's when I started getting into the whole sponsorship thing. Okay. And I really wanted to make it. Like, I really wanted...
older then? Like, older back then? Like,
getting older, yeah. At that point, I was like, I'd say, 17, 18. Right. So right when I was, like, graduated, I had already been going to college. I mean, I did get my AA degree.
Right.
But there's nothing I want to do more on earth than skateboard. So with, like, $10 in my wallet, maybe a little bit less than that, I took off to Orange County in like my gas guzzling Ford Explorer and lived out of my car, and I was homeless for like.
Yeah, you were gone for a little while. I remember.
Yeah, I was homeless, and I was living in my car in Orange County, working at a deck printing manufacturing place. We used to do like the boards for Termite, like those little kid boards.
You want to be surrounded by skateboarding, I guess.
Yes, so I did the move because I wanted to have a career in skateboarding.
Okay.
And so the industry's over there, so I went over there with like nothing to my name, homeless.
This goes back to the valley not having anything.
Yeah,
until
so
now.
yeah, so his goes back to the thing. If you want something to happen, you gotta do it yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta make it happen.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So you can have a career in the valley, of course, but to get that initial role going, I had to get myself out there in the field because there's no. You have to understand at the point in the time. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I am the first professional, skateboarder from the Imperial Valley ever because there was nobody that like was getting paid.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? There was no mentor, nobody had their name on a signature boxes sold and throughout the world and boards and stores and wheels and that didn't exist. The human being like that didn't exist in the valley. So like at the time, I had nothing to look up to, so I went out there with nothing in my name.
Right.
And I just entered contests. And the crazy thing about going over to Orange County is like I would go to a skate park and I'd see like Ronnie Krieger. You know what I mean? Like you'd see pros that like you see in videos, but you just see them like the skate park. It's not even a demo.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not an event. They live there. So like you see them and like you watch them and you introduce yourself to their filmer and you're like, hey, can you film this trick? And you get a trick and hey, you're pretty good. Hey, come meet us here. Hey, networking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then that led to like, oh, I got a trick in this video. Oh, hey, you want to be flown by this company? Hey, oh, here's a t-shirt. Like, you know what I mean? Like opportunity just was there all over the place. I would do contests and then I started doing like, I think the first big one I won, Real Comp. It was this company called Real Comp. And
out there in Orange County?
Yes.
Still, okay.
Yes. And I won, dude, it was pretty sick actually. I won $1,000. This is my first like contest. I won $1,000 and like a $500 Jim Bell box, like a skate box. Yeah, and I just dude, the sponsorships after that started coming. Around that time, I got hooked up with Power Bar too. Okay. But yeah, just that and Do Tour and just constant contests. Exposure, linking up, networking with filmers, skating with other professionals and known industry.
Was it tough, man?
It was hard because I was homeless, so I was slanging stuff. So it's funny, like at the time also, I had this brand called Struggle Skateboards, and it was called Struggle Skateboards because I was literally struggling, like it was the truth, you know what I mean? And I would sell them out of the back of my trunk. So, and the funny thing is it got to a point where like my employer couldn't pay me. So he would pay me in product, but then I still had to make the product myself. So I would like put double labor in. Wow. So then he would pay me with like boards. Then I had to screen the boards and I got to go back out and hopefully sell them. It was a mission, dude. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I survived, dude. You know what I mean? We're talking like I take like one shower every like week. Okay. And then like I'd have like, dude, like a Taco Bell cup and you know what I mean? And I'd use that like for every day to just get a drink. Like it was really bad, dude. But like that's what I did, you know what I mean? Until I started getting some income. And then since I was living in my car, when I started getting paid, winning contests as an AM, because at that point I already passed Flow. I was like an AM for a few companies.
Was that a little kind of motivational push for you?
Yeah, it started pushing me, man. Right. Yeah, there's this other company in Irvine too called NSS at the time, and they sent me my first check. It was a $500 check, not a contest win, right? It was a check for writing for them. It was a $500 check, and that was big because I didn't pay rent because I was living in my car, so all money you get is like bonus, man. Right, like you don't have to pay a landlord or something. You live in your car, you know. So like at that point, I started saving up. And I got to the point where I was really saving up. You know what I mean? Even if the board sales weren't racking at the time. But ironically, the board sales did start racking at the time. We had this board at the time, and it had a Statue of Liberty holding up a skateboard a little bit later from that. And I did really big in the East Coast, you know?
For you guys? That was one of your graphics?
Yeah, for one of our graphics. Okay. Yeah, so that board sold out all the time really good. And yeah, I just...
Still for struggles?
Yeah, that was the struggle board, yeah. And yeah, dude, just hustling, dude, 24/7. With my career, with the brand. But things picked up to the point where I started, Power Bar started sticking me some pro contests. Right. You know what I mean? At that point, the second your name can sell something, that's it, you're a professional. You know what I mean? So Power Bar turned me pro. And I had these boxes in Walmart, Target, Fresh and Easy, Ralph's. Dude, it was insane. Like nice. That was, and then my first I got like a big payout, check. Right. Yeah. Couple $1,000, like it was pretty big, dude. Like I know no one got paid that much back ever in the history of Imperial Valley at the time. So like when all that happened, man, and I was pro and they paid me the big check, and I would go to the stores and I'd see myself like on boxes, and it wasn't even like, the crazy thing is it wasn't like skate shops. It was like I'd go to Target, you know what I mean, and like I was on the box, and next to it was like Blake Griffin from the the Clippers, and he was on the other box, and then I would go to like the meetings like in Glendale, and like I would meet like Lamar Odom like there, like chilling. I also skated for this company called Power Balance, and I would go to like this. I went to this one party this one time, and I met like Lamar Odom, and Shaq was there. But like, dude, it was crazy. You know what I mean? The things that like I started getting invited to, and people I started meeting, it was just nuts. You know what I mean? Like being from where I was from, you know.
How did you live out the partying and the skateboarding and meeting people? I mean, because obviously you have to go to parties to connect with people.
Yeah. So the funny thing is like there weren't like. I would go to do what I had to do, but I wouldn't stay for the party part of it. You know, it was more like
back here, you wouldn't party that much.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, it was more like the network. Like, okay, I'm gonna meet my team manager here. I'm gonna meet the owner. He wants to meet me. All right, good. And then I would like kind of like bounce out. But sometimes I would stick around. Like, I really want to meet like that dude. You know, like whoever it was. You know what I mean? Like another athlete or someone else that I thought was look up to or whatnot.
Right.
But it was kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Where they would like start to get to know me like on a one-on-one basis,
that's cool,
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's just how it took off, man. Like and like when I turned pro for them, I mean I went pro from other sponsors too, and then I had like I've had a signature wheel, I've had a signature belt, I've had a signature power bar box, clothing, you know what I mean, shirts. I had a beanie for another company that was sold at Tilly's. Peter Grimm, shout out to them.
Right.
I had a fedora and a beanie that was sold at Tilly's. Yeah, I had a belt that was sold at a chain of stores called Spencer's. A lot of stuff, man.
Right.
It's crazy what it
and
all
also
evolved
it didn't come easy,
to.
though. It didn't come easy,
No,
right?
it did not, man. It did not, you know. But like that's why I'm saying I know I'm the first to do this from the Imperial Valley, and that's why I'm willing to like help the locals out, explain to them, like, because there's a process to it. It doesn't happen because you're good at skating. Because the truth is nowadays everybody is good at skating. You know what I mean? We're past that. Like skill, everybody is skilled now.
Right.
Like if you don't have the networking skills, you know what I mean? If you don't you can't promote, you can't talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't watch a commercial and Blake Griffin and Michael Jordan don't talk. Right. You know what I'm saying? No, they're partially like actors as well. Like they're spoken. They can give you a speech if they have to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's marketing. Right. You know what I'm saying? They can do it. You know? I mean, matter of fact, Blake Griffin's kind of like a joker, you know what I mean? Like he's a funny guy, you know what I mean? He has a sense of humor.
I see that, yeah.
So like you have to have a charisma, you know what I mean?
Besides skateboarding.
Yes, because because the only difference between an am and a pro is not the skill level, dude. It's not. It's the marketability. It's if your name can sell something. Because a lot of times the AMs, and they are better than the pros. Right. And a lot of pros get lazy and they don't, you know what I mean? They don't keep their foot up because they thought they already made it. And it can't be that way. You always have to be on your game. But the truth is, the only difference is the marketability. You know what I mean? Can you sell? Can your name sell this product? You know, that's what it really comes down to. And that's the only difference. It's that. It's not skill.
Right.
Yeah.
It's promoting yourself.
Yes. You are your own brand, dude. That's the most important thing. You are your own brand. You know, if a company drops you and you're not with them anymore, you are still you.
Right.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, so you got to market yourself.
interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Peace.
Well, you know, I've only been dropped by one brand. Well, it's okay. It's all right because I mean I've been doing this for like 17, 18 years at sponsorship. I got dropped by one brand, and it actually had to do because I wasn't punk enough.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I'm not gonna like name the name of the brand at the time, but it was when I was younger.
Right.
And so I was kind of dressing a certain way to like you could probably see old YouTube videos of me. I was dressed a certain way because I was hanging out with a certain clique of really famous pro like skateboarders who were like dressed that certain specific way, but I wasn't enough. You know what I mean? And after I got dropped from that, I started being myself more. You know what I mean? Because I was younger there at the time.
Right.
But yeah, I was like in the Hollywood area a lot when I was skate with them.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, it was only because of that. That was the only thing you had to do, and that really bummed me out because it was just about image at that point. And it was like, yo, man, that kind of sucks. Other than that, no. Other than that, the typical thing that happens is a team manager will get fired, and they'll have the relationship with their riders. Right. But what happens when you build a strong bond with someone, he gets fired, and they bring a new person in? the new person doesn't know you,
Yes.
and then it's like, well, sorry, I don't know you. You know what I mean? Oh, they're not gonna like vouch for you. You know what I mean? They're not gonna ask for you on the next trip, or they might bring their crew of buddies that they're gonna sponsor in there or whatever. And so that's kind of usually the disconnect.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's usually the disconnect. That's the most common thing, and that's why I'm saying that can happen on any given day. That happens with corporate companies all the time, dude. So that's why I'm saying you are your own brand.
Right.
It's very rare that you find a brand that's consistent and sticks with you.
So you
for
saw
years.
yourself, I guess, you would say skateboarding, and you saw yourself, getting sponsors and winning competitions and stuff like that. So you saw yourself as a product. I was like, I could.
Yeah,
like better myself in a way. Right?
Yeah,
That's
so I
what
mean, when I started at the time when I started winning the contest and I started networking, and the brands just gave me the shot. You know what I mean? They rolled with me because they saw my success. They saw I was willing. I mean, the difference is when they would tell me to be there at 8:00, I was there at 7:45. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else would show up after.
Right.
I was on time. Yeah, that was the difference. I think the biggest thing with me is I was serious.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was life. Like dudes would show up at contests like kind of nonchalantly, like if I win or whatever, if I lose I lose. I was homeless.
Right.
So when I'd show up, you're damn straight that I was serious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, whoa, this guy's here early. Oh, you're just like second one to sign up. I was like, yep, this is what I'm here for. I was on a mission, man. I was on a mission, and like I know a lot of companies saw that when I would roll up, and I would show up. Like if they told me I had to be there, I was there. You know, I did whatever I had to do. Like there was this point where like I had to go to LA, right? Mm-hmm. So I would skate like 2 miles from my job in Fullerton to take the Metrolink to Los Angeles, which would drop me off at Union Station. Then I'd skate like another 3 miles and then take a bus till it took me to the subway. Then I'd take the subway to like Wilshire, and then from Wilshire I still skate like the 2 miles. And then I did that to go back home. And that's just for like a day.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's when I was learning how to and funny story is the first time I did that, I took a wrong route. I ended up in what's called Skid Row in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I heard of it.
And some dude with like no shirt, looked like Goldberg from WWF, had like a knife, and he was like, "Give me your board." You know what I mean? Like started chasing me.
Yeah.
Like I think I told this story in some other thing too, but yeah, that and he chased me for my board, and like I got away, and then the same day, learning experience, right? There was like a woman in a bus, and like she stepped on the bus. And she started yelling, "I have AIDS," and like she started like spitting on people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like going down the aisles, like it was like holding water or something. And I was in the back, and I was like, "Damn!" And like I like exited out there quick, man. Yeah. That was like my first experience. So like I had to figure out like not to end up in the shady areas in LA, you know.
Learning.
Yeah, learning. Yeah.
Was,
but like I said, I just did whatever I had to do to get to like the meeting they told me to, or if I had to go to the contest, I'd figure out a way to get to the contest or whatnot. And I would just give it my all.
You're a respectable guy. I mean, the way you represent yourself is like, I guess they saw that. I guess the executive guys, but
yeah.
I guess the managers and all that. They saw that the potential you had. I guess.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, just people. Just gotta be people person. Be positive. You know what I mean? That's how I am. I'm just like positive, man. Right.
Even though the skateboarders out there, they saw what you were doing out there, and like,
yeah,
positive vibes.
Oh no, well, there's a lot of negative dudes try to bring you down.
Negative, that's why.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I want it to be so positive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then some people hate that I'm positive. Like there are people that rain down because I'm so positive.
Punk rock, like you know what I mean? Like you're saying you're not punk rocking it.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the funny thing, man. It's like at the same time, it's like some dudes would say like that it's not punk rock enough, like or they'll. Man, and this is kind of slightly related to the topic, but like for instance, like Power Bar has been like my best sponsor all these years. I absolutely love them, and I thank them for everything they've done for me. They're the greatest, you know. And then I'll have some people that'll tell me like, "That's a corporate sponsor," but they're telling me that like with their like Nike SBs on or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'll just be like, "Oh, come on, man! Yeah. Like I'm not hating. Like Power Bar is great, man. I love it. Like they backed me." And like and I don't want to. I'm not a hater, so like I'm not shouting that back out to them. Like, hey, like, you with your Nike SBs on, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I don't say it, but like, in my head, it's like, come on, man, you can't do that. Or some dudes will be hating and like, and then they'll go back to work at like the corporate store they work at, like where they're making it. It's like you have to make a living. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you have to make a living, like somehow, man. And like, why not with like a great company? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like Power Bar is a great company, you know. So like that's how we always back it, you know what I mean?
It goes back to believing in yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Just believe in yourself, man. Just be positive. Try to just always be positive, man. Always look at the good outlook in things. I mean, for goodness sake, like, I mean, we're skateboarding, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're not
It's
like,
fun.
we're not fighting like a war, like, you know what I'm saying, overseas or something. Like, we're skateboarding. It's fun, man. Like, why does there gotta be so much hate?
Right.
It's a positive thing we're doing, and like, to begin with, like, let's say there's a bunch of like jocks out there that are like hating on like, oh, action sports, skaters, whatever. We're like, but the skaters gotta stick together, man.
Of course.
In truth, there's not. And it seems like there's a lot of us right now, but the truth is there's not that many of us. You know what I mean? So we got to stick together. You know, we're all one, dude.
Yeah.
We're all one.
I mean, like I said, I interviewed some other skateboarders. You know, the basics, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
I interviewed Chris, and I told him, I bring this up a lot. Like, coming from the valley, like, there's not enough. You got a choice, you know. You could be the gangster, or like, you know, there's a gangster, and then you could like, you know, go work at the border patrol or whatever. You know what I mean? But all we really had was skateboarding. You know what I mean? Like, you know, actually, there's only two choices. You know, you gotta go with the gangsters, like pick up skateboarding or music. You know what I mean? Or being a band. You know what I mean? That's the only three options that we have coming from the valley. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't want to be a gangster. Like, I don't.
I
respect what they do. You know what I mean? But like, you know, I like music too. But growing up, skateboarding was the easiest thing to go to. Would you agree with that?
Dude, you know what? Skateboarding is the most accessible.
Okay.
Because it's extremely. I mean, it's very easy to get like a board.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I can't go obtain a 200-pound bike as simple. Like, I mean bike like a real BMX bike, because they're not cheap. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not meaning like I'm gonna go to like you know, Walmart and just grab the bike that's there. Like, you got to get like a real, you got to get like a Cult or like a, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm lost with the brands. Back then I used to have like a Redline, you know what I mean? Or a Haro or what is, you know what I mean? Like, they're not cheap, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's very easy to get a skateboard.
Right.
You know, like just get like a blank or a local, you know, Driscoll's board. You know what I mean? Or even when we had the struggle boards, they were only like $35. It wasn't even expensive. We did that on purpose. Dude. We put
and
price
guitars
low.
kind of pricey too.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean?
it was very accessible, dude. Okay. You know what I mean? It's very accessible. It's like, I don't want to say like, you know, some people do call it that, like the poor man's action sport. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like the accessible one. You know what I mean? It's the one we can get to. You know. Right. You get the board. That's it. Get going. Push right away. Just push. Take off. Right. You're off already. You know. So I mean that it's very accessible. It's fun. Yeah.
Okay. So you went out to Orange County, did what you had to do, right?
Yeah.
And how when did you decide to come back? Or?
So after, I mean, I started getting like paid over there. I was skating professionally. I was doing other contests, demos, whatever they would send me to do. For a while, I was with like the Monster demo team. They would like just pay us to do like demos, like whatever it was, even if it was like Univision, like it was like a demo for them or something, like which we did actually. Yeah, we did like a demo one time for them over there, and they would pay like a couple $100, like just to skate for like an hour. Yeah. So in LA area, like gigs like that, you know what I mean? Like just they would just send us around, and we'd do signings, demos. We'd film for like whatever I had, interviews, commercials. And around that time, I started getting into like music videos, right? Because I was already in the LA area. So right from that, I didn't come back. Even though I was skating professional, I was getting paid to do it, and just endorse them and you know, put the stickers on my board, represent them in any interview I got, because that's how it works. For anyone who's wondering, you get paid because, you know, I have this brand sticker on my board. I came out in this interview, I shouted it out, or this photo came out, or I came out in this music video. You could see this sticker. That's where the check for that, check for this, check for that. That's how it works. That's why when you watch the X Games, the dudes are shoving the Red Bull, you know, canisters at your face while they're interviewing and they're holding them up. That's intentional, man. That's the real world. That's what I did too. Like, that's what you have to do. Like, you're showing off your sponsor stickers, and that's what pays you at the end of the day. That's what being a professional. That's the difference, you know.
That's how you sell radio.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, that's what it is. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So I made a living. You know, that's how I started making a living. But I interlaced into, and I've been doing this. I know I just got into movies right now, but I've been doing music videos for many years.
Okay.
The only thing is, like on IMDb, on your resume, music videos don't exist.
Oh.
It's only movies. If you look at it, you can't. Music videos don't count.
Right.
Now they do commercials actually. That I know of. It's just movies or web series or shorts, stuff like that, television shows. Mm-hmm. So I started doing music videos, skating in music videos, which also got me, you know, paid also from sponsors because I would endorse them in music videos. Right. But I got to work with some really cool directors, dude. Oh, really? And Wayne Isham, for example, one of them, he directed videos. I did song for at the time I was linked up with this American Idol guy who worked with all the artists, and he would plug me in with like a bunch of American Idol artists. And so I did this one. I did like the Aiden music video moment.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so if you watch that video, I come out in there, like clearly come out in there. But then he also linked me up with a bunch of American Idol people like David Cook, and that
doing
light
what, skating around or
just skating
oh,
in
cool,
it, dude.
cool.
Pretending like yeah. And Wayne Isham did music videos for Metallica, Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, I believe too. Really random, even like the even like Backstreet Boys, like stuff like that. Like he just did music videos for like top notch artists at the time. And even after like my cut was done, like after I did what I had to do, I would kind of just lurk in the back and see how they did everything. How did they film it? From what angles? How did they work the cameras? Like I was always interested in that stuff.
Learning.
Yeah, like I was supposed to leave, but I didn't. Like I stuck around. I was like, hell, this is sick, you know? And so I just kind of learned the ins and outs, made friends and stuff like that. And then it's funny, I kept doing skating and music videos, easy money, right? And in Hollywood, met a lot of people. Sometimes I wouldn't even know like there were famous people, and I'd just be amongst them. I worked with some like random people, dude. Like one time I worked with. It's funny. You ever seen Hercules? That one show?
Yeah,
Hercules. One time I worked with Kevin Sorbo, if you know who that is.
Oh, nice.
And but the whole time I was working with him, I was like, man, this guy looks so familiar, man. and then a little later, I was like, hey, what's your name? He asked me. I was like, Ruben. He's like, oh, my name's Kevin. I was like, Kevin. I was like, Kevin. Are you Hercules? You know, like it was so like that. Like back then, like things like that would happen. You know, and so like it was tripped me out, dude, because I grew up watching that show. Right. But from like the skating in it, it led me to like, hey, get that guy, and then when they would use me to like say like a line or do like pretend I was like Kevin Sorbo's friend or something, and it turned in from like skating to like acting.
Okay.
And like it mixed the two, and I guess I did a good job. I just did what I had to do. And then that's where that sparked off, you know.
And those are credits.
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So and then a little bit later, I did like a movie called my first movie that I did was called Border Lost.
Mm-hmm.
I played like 3 or 4 different bad guys. I played bandoleros, and I just got these guns and acted like gangsters. I just get shot down back like on beanbag with like beanbag bullets and fly back on a mat. That was the first thing I did. Was like movie, non-skating, and then I did tracks. With Lakeith Stanfield, who's actually Snoop Dogg in that new Compton movie. Oh, nice. And I had to teach him how to skate. And a really cool dude. And I played Kurt in that movie. He had like 2 lines. I played kind of like an antagonist at the skate park. Right. And then most recently, I was out at that Bad Batch shoot with Keanu Reeves. I worked like around Keanu Reeves. I was just a skateboarder. And then now we've got Skate God coming up, and I play the role of Diz. Okay. Who is actually who is the main character's best friend. He's one of his 4 friends. Oh, nice. So I have like a lot of lines in that movie.
Skate Guy is gonna be pretty big.
Skate Guy is gonna be really big.
Yeah, who's making it? Who's producing it?
Yeah. So it's actually the writer is Al Garcia, who's actually a former professional skateboarder. Okay. Yeah.
Super cool dude too.
Yeah. Super cool dude. Yeah. Shout out to Al. Yeah. Amazing.
From LA?
Yes, from Los Angeles area. Yeah. Very, very, very cool guy. I've always looked up to him. Right. He's an amazing guy. And then the directors are Camacho. And then we got one of the cinematographer directors of photography people is actually the guy from Furious 7, the Fast and Furious movie. Okay. And then for stunts for the main hero, Luke Benoit, the actor who plays Oren. We also got William Spencer, who was Spider-Man. Oh. He was Andrew Garfield's stunt double in the Spider-Man movie. Okay. So he's in the movie as well. Dude, we got so many people in the movie. So Skate Guy part of your project? Is one of your projects, or is just coming as an actor? I'm just coming out in it. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm just coming out in that. That's I have a role in that movie. I have my own project that I'm doing called Concrete Crusaders. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's my thing. I wrote and directed that,
those are shorts, right?
Sound.
Are those shorts?
Yeah. So it's a web series.
Web series? Okay.
Intentionally making it about. Well, the goal is 6 episodes, each one 20 minutes. We're going to shoot the first one later this month.
Oh, it hasn't come out yet?
It hasn't come out yet. We did release a teaser though.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Concrete Crusaders.
Concrete Crusaders. Look out for that. All right.
So, I mean, that teaser basically just shows you the anger and the tension that Paco, you just see it start to build in him, man. You see his character because the story is about 4 young skateboarders who come from completely different, lights of life, but when they skate, they're friends, right? The rest of the world, what they go back home to doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. They're friends. They're in their zone. They're happy. That's their atmosphere at that time. When they go back home, it's a different world. You know, and one of them's like, you know, in a family that has a brother who's in a gang. They're all a gang, basically. They want him to join the gang. They think it's silly that he's skating. And another kid is like, he's like a crazy like raver. He gets like into drugs and stuff like that. And then another one's from like a really broken home where like he doesn't even have his parents there. They just go through so much shit. You know what I mean? And the story is just about like their bond when they're skating, but you see real life kind of take them apart from each other.
And stuff?
Yeah, you see them just be taken apart. You see them happy at first, but it quickly turns. It's a drama.
Okay.
It's a drama, you know. I've never really seen anyone attempt anything like that with, you know, but it's a drama, you know what I mean?
With some little bit of skateboarding action.
Yes, of course there is. Yeah, because they're rooted in skating,
Yeah.
but I mean the things that unfold amongst them, it pulls them away.
That's
from
a real cool
skating.
concept, man.
Yeah.
You're the creator?
Yes.
Okay,
So
right.
I wrote it. It's all done. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna shoot the last of the episode at the end of the month. But you can see a teaser online.
Right.
Just
And
type
so
in
Loon
Concrete
ties in, right?
Crusaders.
Is where
Yeah,
Loon
man.
ties
It's kind of cool because it comes full circle because most of the cast is from the valley. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is really cool, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you might see that, and even if you know another person, dude, I've seen that guy down the street before. Or like, you know, when I was driving by, I've seen that kid before, which is kind of cool, man.
Did you guys do like a casting call, or did you guys pick them out the guys yourselves?
I had a casting call, but the four main guys, I intentionally wanted them to be from here. Like I said, I love the Imperial Valley, and like anybody else would have just picked people from like, you know, because we have an IMDb account, so I'm on IMDb, so we had a casting call for the other characters out of here, but I purposely wanted to cast the main ones from here. I want to give opportunity here.
The natural feel of the valley.
Yeah, I want it. Yeah, I want it to be not
what
just
we're about.
Yes,
Yeah,
not
heck
just
yeah, man.
Yeah, they did good though.
Oh,
right?
they did amazing,
Really?
dude.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
If you see the teaser, you'll see what we're talking about. I mean, it was filmed in Hopeville. It's really cool, man.
Nice. Where can you find that at? You want to shout out YouTube or?
Yeah, on YouTube, on my channel right now, just type in Concrete Crusaders. You just type in my name, Ruben Najera, the channel. There's only like 2 videos on there right now. But yeah, Concrete Crusaders. You just type that in. It's like the first thing that pops up, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a trailer, and it's only like 36 seconds long or something like that. But you can just see it right away, the seriousness in it, you know.
Before we forget, since we're in the middle of, you know, conversating, where can you find you guys at? Where can you find your information, your contact information?
Yeah, so my official website is www.rubennajera.com. And on Instagram, Twitter, I am at Ruben Najera, RubenNajera. And on Facebook, facebook.com/Ruben Najera Skate.
Nice.
And so all that should cover everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I do like a lot of stuff on there. Like sometimes I do this thing where it's called Seek and Succeed.
Right.
And I'll take like a product from one of my sponsors and I'll just stash it somewhere. And I'll straight up tell you where I put it.
It's really cool.
And just whoever finds it, it's yours.
Okay.
Ain't no charge. Like if you find it, it's yours.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of stuff like that. A lot
Oh,
of
you do?
giveways too. Yeah.
Like kind of like find, or what do you call it? Like a
Hide and
scavenger
seek-
hunt?
scavenger
Yeah,
hunt.
dude, definitely.
okay,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
So-
I just like sharing the you know what I mean? I just like sharing the wealth with like everybody. Like if you
Nice.
support, like I want to try to figure out ways to like support you. So like
Yeah,
I just do things like that.
Like you said, it goes back to the beginning of the interview. You want to support people that are skateboarding next. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
exactly, man.
Like
Just
you know,
positive.
you even said like, you know, you've seen the skateboarding, approach me. You know.
Yeah, I'm down to help out, man. I'm down to help out everybody. Yeah, if you already know me, you already know how I am. You know, and
Nice.
if you don't know me and I seem like I'm in this like mysterious cloak or something, like I'm too good for this or that. I'm not, man. I'm actually like the most approachable. Like, dude, just come talk to me. I'll help you out, man. If you skateboard, guess what? I skateboard. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Hey, if you like skateboarding, hey, me too. We're the same. You know what I mean? Like we already got that in common. You like music? Hey, I like music too. You
Right.
know?
You do a lot of music yourself?
I do a lot of music. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
man.
through the years, man, we've done a lot
Really?
of. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I love it, man. They go hand in hand with each other,
Of
like
course,
I said.
man.
You know.
Yeah, of course. So going back to the movies, so you know you're out there, you know, making movies, acting and stuff. You didn't plan on acting, right?
You know what? Growing up, no, that
Right.
was not. I did plan on directing and
Okay.
making movies though, because
Right.
I've been
You were
doing
doing
that
that.
forever.
Okay.
And like movies,
And
not
like
just
you were
skate
saying,
videos.
I caught this too, that you kind of picked it up from being around the, you know, the studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you brought it back.
Yeah, so
That's what we're
I
gonna do.
want to just dabble and
Okay.
everything. Like I just have this. Like if I feel like doing something, I'll just kind of do it.
Right.
Like I just do it, man.
Yeah.
Like I just got this like itch for it. I'll go for it. You know what I mean? And it's just exciting. Like I like that feeling of like where some people feel like maybe they can't do it because it seems impossible.
Right.
I actually like that feeling. It pushes me to like. I think that's where I get like the, you know, like I do a double flip and then I'll do a triple flip and then I'll try to like manual. That comes from like progression. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I like that itch,
Throughout
that
the
feeling.
years?
Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And also I'm not afraid. Like, I'm not afraid of like for rejection. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm up for it. I understand that's part of the process.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you're not afraid of rejection?
No, because and I got that from skating too, man.
Okay.
Actually, because with skating, I mean, how many times does it take to learn a trick?
Yeah.
And some people are missing that in their life. You know what I mean? Like I heard this one quote that Jerry Seinfeld said. I don't know if you heard it. And he's on his show and he's telling Chris Rock, he's like, you know what? Skateboarders, those guys are all right, man, because they know how to fall and get back up. Yeah. And that's a quality that like a lot of people, normal people don't get. Like if you skated at some point in your life, you understand it.
Yeah.
But some people don't. Some people are afraid to fall, and so they never take the step.
Take time to do it back again.
Yeah. But my mentality is different. Like my mentality is like, you know what I mean? If I was a little girl selling Girl Scout cookies or a little boy selling popcorn, and I had to go to every house in the cul-de-sac, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna get rejected at all of them. But if I didn't go to that last 6th house, I might have not made that sale that I ended up making at the end, which I did make. You know what I mean?
It goes back to don't be afraid of rejection.
Yeah,
like
exactly,
that.
man. And
Yeah,
so that's
like
how my mentality is.
Yeah.
And I base a lot of my success on the fact that I just don't give a damn, dude. You know, I go for it. You know what I mean? Like I'll put it.
Why not, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Have you got tour money? You ever done touring?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I did touring for this signature belt actually for
Really?
C4.
Okay.
We did actually. You were with me too, Luis.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Have you got a lot with
man.
adventures? Have you?
He's been there the whole way, man.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of cool, man, because I don't be like, hey Ruben, can I go? Like Ruben's always like, dude, come with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like no question. You can't say no, dog. Let's go.
yeah, pretty much, man. Like, so I'm just like, dude, let's go. You know what I mean? That's pretty much like how the relationship has been. It's just pretty fucking cool, man. Because like, I never want to be one of those people that like, oh, you're just around this person because you're taking advantage of certain things like that. Because like I said, man, I never be like, hey man, can I go or whatever. Like Ruben just always says, dude, I'm gonna do this. Do you want to go? And I'll be like, yeah, man, let's go. You know, so that's. It's been really cool, man. It's been a fun ride.
So you guys like went in a van and stuff like that, or was it like an?
Oh, okay. So the big van tour we did was the West Coastin' tour.
Okay.
For Struggle Skateboards at the time.
Right.
Tyrone Olsen, who was pretty cool actually. I grew up. He was still involved too, because when we came down with Tyrone Olsen, I was a big fan of growing up. I watched Osiris the Storm, if anyone's seen it.
Right.
And it was a trip because we grew up watching Osiris the Storm together, and then he ended up like skating, basically running like the brand Struggle Skateboards, which is I had started. Okay. And then we ended up like chilling up at Luis's house. They made a really cool song actually.
Yeah, man. It was hot. It was summer, and like I remember we were playing poker, and Tyrone. No, it wasn't Tyrone. Who was the other skater, man?
Oh, Anthony Johnson.
Anthony Johnson saw my drum set, and he hopped on it, and I turned on my amp, and so we just started writing some music, and then Tyrone got on the mic, and it was funny, dude.
It came out good though.
Yeah, I recorded it, man. The track is called "The Struggle Berries."
The Struggle Berries, yeah.
We should put it on here.
Yeah, dude, you gotta find
sick,
that.
man. I gotta find it, dude. I have it though. I for sure have it. Yeah, I've sent it to Ruben.
Okay.
It was cool, man.
Dope, dude.
But yeah, that was a tour that we did. We went across the van through California, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically just this side, West Coast.
Right.
And then I did the C4 tour, and then, dude, a lot of different tours. I've been doing this for so long, you know what I mean? We've done a lot of things throughout the years, but we definitely, like, the big stops, too. In the See For Yourself tour, we had a huge stop in Mexicali.
Really?
Yeah, that one was pretty off the chain. That one was cool.
The big crowd and everything? Like,
yeah, dude.
Guys?
I took, like, hundreds of dollars worth of stuff out there that I gave away. Well, I mean, I always take a bunch of stuff I give away a lot of different places, you know what I mean? So
you like to give stuff away, I'm guessing?
Yeah, dude, I just hook it up. Yeah. Like, I as much as I possibly can, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes, like it gets, sometimes it gets overwhelming. I'll give more stuff than I was supposed to give away. Right. Like one time I, gave away my board, and then, and I was like, wait, man, I don't got a board no more. Yeah, I was, going back, and I was like, shit. I got all into it, you know. I was like, yeah, and I gave away as much as I could, and I was like, damn, I just gave away my board. I got no board no more. And the next day I had to film with one of my sponsors or something. So sometimes I get carried away, but I mean I try to share the wealth as much as I possibly can, because I know that flip side, I would absolutely love that if someone did that, like,
Right.
for, you know what I mean? That didn't happen when I was younger, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, like, to make it a reality, like, it's just sick, dude.
Right.
Yeah, I like, yeah.
And so you started Struggle Skateboards?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
You still part of Struggle Skateboards, or just the new ventures?
Yeah. So it's pretty crazy, man. Something really big is gonna happen in the next 2 weeks.
Really?
Which we'll announce on the internet.
Right.
But yeah, dude, it's let's just say it's not struggling anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right,
So
nice.
something really big is gonna happen,
Okay.
and like I said, like I always had that mentality of like worldwide. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right.
other.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll stay.
right,
Anyone who
stay
stays
tuned.
tuned to my social media, like you'll see it on there. Some big news, but it's some big changes.
Right.
But some good, cool changes.
Positive changes.
Positive, yeah. Just like the skate park, you know what I mean? Another big
Yeah.
positive change. So just the things are changing, you know what I mean? But it's all for the good. And yeah, man. Yeah,
Cool.
so that venture. I mean, my newest sponsor right now is Spacey Cloud. And they're the
Spacey
ones
Cloud?
that flew me out to Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And that's actually this blazer I'm wearing right here.
Nice.
Yeah, it's actually like a really nice one. It's actually like a $450 blazer, actually.
blazer,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
legit. Yeah, but
You guys will see on the picture on Instagram.
yeah. It's pretty good. They had like custom tailored and everything, so flew out there. But yeah, really cool company, and
So
yeah,
right now,
so
okay,
nice.
so you got all these sponsors that you're representing right now,
Uh-huh.
but you also had struggles. Is that your company though? But you said something's gonna happen though.
yeah,
Okay.
it's my brand. I started
Okay.
it. Yeah, had it for 11 years now. Longest running skateboard company in Imperial Valley
Right.
history.
You can still find this like at Driscoll's and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can buy it at
Okay.
Driscoll's. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty soon. Like I said on the announcement,
Right.
they'll trip out on what's gonna happen with it. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's
You don't speak too much, huh?
Yeah. It's pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild. But yeah, man. It's just that I started that, and I have another venture I'm starting as well.
Okay.
It's actually well, you'll see it. You know what I mean?
All right, yeah,
for sure.
keep a lookout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of great things are gonna happen with Ruben Najera. I would say Ruben Najera. He's the whole thing with Ruben.
Yeah.
I know the skate park's here. So I mean, what's next, man? What's next for Ruben? What can we expect? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, so I mean, fresh off the flight, Washington D.C. I'm actually still getting used to everything because there's 3 hours difference over there.
Okay.
So it's kind of funny. Like I was kind of discombobulated at the skate park opening because my hour, you know what I mean? I just
Right.
got off not just that, but on the flight back, I had like pure turbulence
Oh, wow.
for
Scary?
like, dude,
Yeah.
for like 3 hours straight, just plane shaking like da 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 da. I was like, oh man, you know. Like,
Grab your skateboard.
yeah, I was like, damn. Actually, you know, a funny story with that. My skateboard, on the way over, they said that they didn't send it because they took it to a different plane for
Really?
luggage. And then, like, I was like, what do you mean they didn't send it? I need my board. It's the skate park opening tomorrow. Like, I need my board for the event, you know? And, like, and then later on, they obtained it. But it was funny because it's Uncle Ruben board.
Right.
And so it has, like, my face on it. It's making fun of Uncle Ben's rice.
Yeah.
And so when it flipped out of the conveyor and it was going in circles, like, all the people that were waiting for luggage were just staring at, like, the face of the board. And then, like, I grabbed the board, and then, like, they see the face that, like, is on the board, like, grab the board. So then everyone's staring at me like, what? Wait a minute, what the heck just happened? This is weird. Yeah. Like,
That's
it was-
pretty cool, though. Like,
it was just
I mean,
funny.
like, I guess, came back from Washington, and then you have this event going on over here.
Yeah.
That must have been exciting.
Yeah, no, it was exciting, dude. It was really exciting, you know? It was really cool. And then right now in October, we're going to be shooting for Skate God, the movie in Los Angeles, at the
Okay.
studios.
Nice,
Yeah.
man.
So,
Are you filming over here at the skate park, you think? Or no?
at the skate park, you know what? Yeah, I want to go back over there and film a Driscoll's thing.
Okay.
Yeah, for the shop at Skateboard Driscoll. Shout out to them, the local shop. I want to do a filming project with them, for them, there at the skate park. So that's gonna be pretty cool.
Cool,
Yeah, I'll probably film like a full part or something like that with the other guys. But yeah, just that the big thing coming up right now is the film Skate God.
Okay,
We're gonna
Skate
film the movie Skate God. That's the really, really big focus right now. The grand openings, we finished that up. The Washington ship passed up, so now it's Skate God right now. And then there's so much more on the way, but I can't really dabble into it. Like sometimes, like my head just like have this like checklist at one point in my life, but now the checklist is like just crumbled and just throw it out, and it's just like this long like strand of like things that happen. It went beyond a checklist now. Like there's a lot of things that are on the way that I'm going to be doing. So
nice. Well, I'm really supportive, man. I mean,
Yeah.
with the I Music Podcast, I really support what you have going on.
Yeah,
and
thanks,
what you're
man.
doing, you know what I mean?
Thank you. I love the podcast,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah,
It's
man,
just
it's
having
really
fun.
cool, dude.
Yeah, dude, this is a hangout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got to know what you're about, and it's interesting. You know what I mean? Like your backstory.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
man. Yeah, from nothing to freaking yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight. It just you know you know it's kind of like what do they call it, man? Like a swing in what they call swing in the dark, like a pebble to like a boulder. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
what do you take a penny? There's a saying like that, man. You take a penny and you turn it into $1 million or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you barter it to the top. Like
You made $1. You made 50 cents into
right.
$1.
You know what I'm talking
That's
about?
what-
Yeah, something like
yeah.
yeah. Like dude, yeah, man. I went for it, man.
Right,
I went for
nice,
it. But
right.
like the main thing is if you're always dedicated, you're always committed, you have a dream, you're gonna follow it and you're relentless with it, you will obtain it. Because if there's nothing else you want more than that, then dude, of course you're gonna succeed. You know what I mean? The only reason people don't succeed is because they might have stray other things that like inhibit them from doing it or keep them from doing it. But if you're focused on one thing and that's all you really want in life, then you will accomplish it. You know what I mean? You will accomplish it. It's like you're a running locomotive. You can't stop it once it's taken off.
Right.
It's off. You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
Yeah, it's
Words
just-
from Ruben right there.
Yeah,
right?
like
Yeah.
that's just how like, and some of it too, like you know, like I mean, I have like I have like my own sense of like OCD too, you know,
Right.
so like I have to do something perfect. I have to do something perfect. You know what I mean? And so like when I get going, like I get to like this checklist, I got to finish everything on this checklist. I got to and just keep going and going and going and going and going, and like no amount of hate, no amount of like anything that can try to bring me down can bring me down because I'm so infatuated and so obsessed with trying to accomplish my goal
Right.
that nothing matters. It's kind of crazy. It's like I'm blind to the other, and I base that no matter how much people try to bring you down or people have tried to bring me down in the past, because we all have haters, people that are jealous or whatever, you know. Yeah, like it just couldn't stop me, and that's where I'm at the point where I'm at now because I was just obsessed and infatuated with success and trying to reach my goal. It was just like, no, I have to reach my goal.
Right.
You know what I mean? I have to. Like, I will. And after I reach it, it's like, I know it sounds like it can't get enough, but after I reach it, sometimes it's like, okay, that's it. Okay, next. Like, it's like I always strive for that. Like, oh, it's like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's a weird feeling. It's like
it's not enough.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not enough.
Yeah.
Like I need more. Like you know, I need to keep going. I need to keep going. Like this isn't. Like you got to be like better than the like you know what I mean, than what
Right.
you can achieve. You
The
know.
one I just did last time.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
yeah,
and I think that I got that from skating too, man. It's like you know, there came a point where like let's say I did do like a good example. I did like a triple varial flip, right? And I was like, man, triple varial flip. How can I get any gnarlier than that, you know? And like there's videos like on the internet where like I this recent one I filmed with Adam Chomsky. I think it's like 16,000 views or something, maybe more now. And I did like a triple varial flip to manual, you know? And it just kind of shows that like, okay, you think you're at your limit, but you're not really at your limit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's other things you can do with it. And it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
It sounds ridiculous. Like your head will explode. Like how can you possibly, you know what I mean? Like how can you possibly surpass that? You come to a point. But then when you start dabbling with it, you know what? I can surpass that. And that's the crazy part, you know? And that's why things just getting so wild now. Like I just saw this video of, what is it? Pastrana, who's going to try like a triple backflip or something.
Is he
Did
the
you
one
see
that's
that?
gonna do it? Is he the one that's gonna do it?
Yeah, but dude, you know, sometimes I mean that's extreme, right?
Yeah.
But I mean that mentality, you know what I mean? Like we're always pushing it.
Okay.
I just feel like I always have to push it, like
Yeah.
you know, in my own. Everyone has to push in their own way. Like even if like you ollie down a 3-stair, right? And you're like 3-stair, that's nothing. But to that person, getting to the 4-stair is pushing it.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Or the big five.
Yeah.
The
So,
local,
yeah.
You do the big five?
Yeah, I see the big five. Yeah,
Did you
dude.
do it?
Yeah, pop shove a tail grab in like the old Show the Struggle video from like 2003.
That's a local question for everybody.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
five, you know what I mean?
Yeah, actually, it's funny when I pop shoved it I did pop shove a tail grab because I did a pop shove it down the big five, but then I did a pop shove a tail grab because it was better. I figured
It's
it was better.
scary. I mean, going up there,
dude.
Yeah. So like,
I mean, just skating to the ledge.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Stop, it's like, oh no.
Yeah, when I did that, to the only tricks that had been done down at the time, there's only like 3 other tricks.
Right.
You know what I mean? A homie of mine switched frontside flipped it, and then another guy kick flipped it, and my brother 180'd it. And my brother kick flipped it a little bit after, which was cool because I mean he kick flipped it when he was like freaking 9 or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
Like ridiculous.
Yeah, I did when he was like 6 or what?
Yeah, so like when I did like the pop shove it,
Yeah.
that was like the fourth like, you know what I mean,
Right.
fourth trick done down it or something like that. You know what I mean? This was a massive deal. You know what I mean? It was like, wow, you know. Now, like, so many things have been done down it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that and tenfold, you know what I mean?
And that goes back to, just don't stop trying or keep pushing
Yeah,
yourself
just
to
keep
the last
pushing
thing,
it.
yeah.
But like what I'm trying to say is like even the 3-stair for like a little kid, him pushing it to get to the 4-stair, like to other people they might be like, oh, that's not cool. That's not
Right.
To him that's cool, man.
Right.
That's pushing it. You know what I mean? Like that's pushing it. And like some kids will tell me like, hey, I'm not good enough, like or but I'm not good, or but I'm only trying. It's like, no, dude, that is sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is sick. Like be stoked. You know what I mean? Like you don't suck, dude. Like you're saying I'm good at skating, but dude, you forget I've been skating for like 17 years. You know what I mean? That would be bad if I was sucked. You know what I mean? Like I have to be good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're starting out like this is fine. You know what I mean? Like this is okay. Don't be embarrassed. Like you're doing great.
Right.
Like you're amazing. You know. So for him, if I'm trying to push, let's say like a triple varial flip and add something to that. For him, pushing it, it'd be like maybe a 3-stair all in like a 4-stair. You know what I mean? Or a 4-stair all in a 5-stair. It's still progression, you know what I mean? And it's still pushing yourself, regardless of what skill level you're at.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You're still
So it
progressing.
goes back to skill level.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
And that's everything.
Right.
You can even apply to music, man.
Of
You know what I
course,
mean?
yeah.
From venues you're playing to like, shredding licks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you're
Yeah.
getting to like everything, man. Everything is progressive, and like you just gotta push yourself and just go for it. Just believe in yourself and just go for it, man. Eventually you'll get it.
And skateboarding is your full-time job then?
That's all I do, man.
Yeah, okay.
I skateboard for a living, man. I guess that the movie stuff's gonna like kick in and take over.
Right.
Not take over completely, right? But like it'll definitely add a good bonus to it, But yeah, that's all I've been doing, man. Like that's why I say like I am you, like to the kids here, like I am proof that like you can survive skate. You know what I mean? Like you can make a living skateboarding. If your teachers in high school told you couldn't, that's bullshit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's.
You ever go around speaking at the schools and that?
Hey, you know what? Someone wants me to speak at your school. I'll motivational speak for you.
Yeah,
You just hit me
man.
up. Like I said, I'm down, man.
I'm quiet over here, like just taking this knowledge in. You know what I mean? I listen back to this and be like, hell yeah.
I'm all for it, man. Like I'm serious. I'm living proof that it's reality,
possible.
and not just that, but like it goes a lot. If you look at like who's the next person to like be a professional skateboarder from the Imperial Valley, who is that? That's my brother.
Your brother, huh? Yeah, okay.
What are the odds that my brother's in it? You know what I mean? I know what I'm doing.
Right?
You know what I mean?
He's
oh my gosh, he's a
big
pro.
league.
He's a pro to
He's
me,
pro,
man.
right?
He's
Yeah.
a pro to me. Like
he's pro.
he's a freaking pro to
He's
me.
out in New York right now.
I don't call him no.
New York, right? Yeah.
He's in San Diego right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, dude, he's being slept on right now, man. He's a pro,
Not
man.
out here in the valley.
Not
okay.
here, but in the
Okay.
world, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's my brother. Like I want him to. I know he's up there, man.
He's working
the
though.
best,
He's
dude.
working. I see it. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
dude,
everybody
so-
sees that.
Yeah, so I mean, like I'm just if I made it and he's making it right now, I set him up with a good amount of sponsors. You know what I mean? I guided him as much as I can. I kind of let him fly on his own now. But I mean, it says a lot if me and him, like, you know what I mean? I guide him to it's possible. Everyone out there that skates, like, trust me, if you need advice, you can ask me. I'll help you. You know what I mean? I'll tell you exactly what you have to do, even if you don't want to do it. But if you do it, you will succeed.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm living proof. And if you want another example, he's another proof example. I started him skating when he was 3.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Where
like,
can they follow him at? Where can they follow Diego if they want to?
you know what? Seriously, just Google him.
Just Google Diego.
Yeah, you can just Google both of
Diego
us.
Najera,
Yeah,
Diego
just
Najera
Google
and
both
Ruben
of us.
Najera,
Yeah, we'll both pop up.
Yeah, even on YouTube, just type in Diego.
Yeah.
Type in Ruben
Yeah.
Najera.
Yeah, but
from the valley.
to get a hold of him, just Google his name and you'll find him on Twitter or whatever. You know what I mean? Instagram. I think it's S Diego, but I don't want to get it wrong. But you just Google his name, you'll see it for sure.
So since skateboarding is your full-time job, what do you do in your downtime, Ruben? What do you?
You know what? On my downtime, I'm doing all my side projects that I want to do. Like and it's not even really downtime because there's gonna come a point where all those things I'm gonna get really into. For instance, I want to do music. Like we have this band called Subtitles for Sanity. Me and Loon.
It's gonna be great, dude.
Yeah, so we want to do that. We want to do music.
Sanity?
Subtitles for Sanity.
Subtitles for Sanity. Okay. Yeah. So it's just, it kind of explains itself, you know what I mean? Music keeps you sane in an insane world. That's like the premise of it, you know what I mean? So the subtitles are the text. It's what you're reading to understand the story. So the lyrics and the text that come out is what describes the world. It's what keeps you sane in an insane world, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, the music, and I'm writing another script for a movie, not just a show, a movie. There's a movie that I'm writing one for, and then there's a couple of movie projects that one that I'm gonna help produce. I'm gonna act in Skate God, and then there's 2 other that I'm gonna be acting in as well. Some more movie acting stuff.
Right.
And then of course on the skate side of things, I might possibly be working on a signature clothing item with Spacey Cloud, and then the new wheel thing we're dabbling with, the signature wheel, and then yeah, dude, the conventions that are coming up. Like I did the signings like at San Diego Comic-Con, and there's some other conventions that I got that are gonna come up, and I'll be involved with those as well. But yeah,
that sounds fun, man.
Just
you having
crazy,
fun?
man.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, I'm just doing whatever. The problem is, if you don't do something you're passionate about, you're not going to give it your 100%. You're not going to give it your all. And like, I just don't believe in doing something that you don't really want to do, because the truth is you only have one life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Don't not do it. You know what I'm saying? So even let's say even if you have another job to sustain yourself or make an income, make sure you're doing what you love to do on the side still.
Right.
Always.
Yeah.
So like you balance it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you can't do it full time, make sure you still do it though.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do it. Like keep it alive, keep the dream alive, and keep doing it. You know what I mean? Because that's like medicine for your soul.
Yeah, I just got home from work and I'm fucking stoked that you're here right now.
Yeah.
I'm interviewing you.
Yeah, dude.
It's cool, man.
It's medicine for your soul,
Yeah.
brother. You know what I mean? Like whatever it may be, man. You just do it, man. And don't care what people say. Don't care about the haters.
Right.
They're usually just jealous. You know what I mean? Like stay positive. Help others in your field around you. You know what I mean? We're all brothers. Especially, like I said, especially in the valley. Like
we need
like,
that unity.
Yeah, unity, man. Exactly, dude. Everybody that's from here, man. Like I'm so stoked if you're doing something. I'm just happy for you, whoever you are, whatever brand you have, whatever city you're from here. You know what I mean? I'm just stoked on you and hope that you're just as stoked.
Show the world what we have to offer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see us as one versus the world is kind of more like I see it and coming from the valley. You know what I mean? Like I want people to like for instance, here's a good example. This is kind of a funny one actually. All right, so some people know like who's the most famous person to come from Imperial Valley, and the answer is always Cher.
Right. She
She went to Central Union High School or whatever, and like I remember in this, you can look it up on Google. I think you can find it, but she denies that she's from here. She denies it, you know? I remember reading it, and I've heard it from other people too. And it's like, how could you deny that you're from, you know what I mean? It's like, for me, it's like, dude, I love saying I'm from here, you know what I mean? Like I want more people to like be able to say they're from here and be proud of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like people are like, yeah, I'm from Los Angeles, California, I'm this big time actor, whatever. No, I want to be able to say, I'm from El Centro, California, which is in the Imperial Valley, you know what I mean? Like, that is sick to me. So that's what I'm saying, we're all gotta be unity, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
This is a Ruben Najera once again, everybody. I got Ruben right here, and also got Luna with us, and we've been just chatting for about 80 minutes. You know what I mean? Just like hanging out. You know what I mean? Hell yeah! It's a great time though. Once again, Ruben's a skateboarder, professional skateboarder from the valley, and he's an example. He's an example of what can be done out here in the valley. You know what I mean? And he kind of reached out to me. Thanks for reaching out, by the way. You know,
yeah,
I mean?
love the show, man.
Yeah.
I love the show, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude. So he reached out. We both got cleaned up, and you're here right now. And thanks. So I appreciate you coming in. You know, talking with me. You know what I mean? It's fun. Like, you know what I mean?
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah. So where can they find you at, Ruben? One more time, and then just send it off like that.
www.rubennajera.com. That's my official website. RUBENNAJERA. And then on Twitter and Instagram at Ruben Najera. And then on Facebook, facebook.com/Ruben Najera Skate.
Right.
So
nice.
you can find me on those. Pretty straightforward. You
Yeah.
can just Google my name and I pop
Go
up.
find it.
Yeah, I pop up. And then on IMDb, if you go on IMDb, really cool website, just type my name too, and you can see the projects I'm in. There's a couple projects that'll be updated pretty soon, but it's pretty cool because when you surf through there, you'd be hard pressed to find anyone that says they're from El Centro on there, and mine says I'm from El Centro, Imperial Valley, El Centro. That's pretty dope. So I'm representing. And yeah, man, pretty cool, man. That and yeah, dude.
Yeah, I also got Luna in here. Luna, I guess, Luna is one of Ruben's best friends, right?
Yeah.
Best
Yeah.
friends, yeah.
Homies
You guys
for
do-
life.
They do music together. You guys do music together, right?
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
Where can they find your music at, man?
You can find it at www.soundcloud.com /24 Hour Sunset, and you could also look it up on Twitter and Instagram at 24 Hour Sunset.
24 Hour Sunset?
Yeah.
That's 24?
Yeah,
HR?
24 Hour Sunset, all together, no
Oh,
spaces.
okay.
Yeah.
Nice and nice. You still making music, Ruben?
Oh, dude, all the
Yeah?
time, man. I
Nice.
can't. That's something that'll never stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I grew up with Loon also, you know.
Yeah, heck yeah,
We used
man.
to play music together. So thanks for stopping by, Loon.
All right,
too.
cool, man. Heck
Thanks,
yeah.
thanks, Ruben, too. You know, more than welcome to come back. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
hey, you know what? Maybe we can get our band
Yeah.
going. We get a band
Yeah.
segment of I8 podcast.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, come and talk what you've been doing music-wise.
Yeah,
and
heck yeah.
Promote the music.
Yeah,
too.
and we had the Driscoll's video. If you watch it, "Beautiful Disaster," the credit song.
Yeah.
That's him. He
Yeah, I
made it.
did it. Yeah, man.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, it was really
One
cool. He gave me the
example.
opportunity, and I just ran with it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look out for great things coming out of the valley with Ruben and Loon, you know, and both of you guys, you know. Hopefully we get to do more, you know what I mean?
Definitely,
Okay, cool,
definitely.
man.
Yeah, thanks
Awesome,
a lot,
man. That's
man.
awesome, dude.
See
Thank
guys
you.
later.
Thanks, dude.
no provoques. Si vas a detenerme, solo quiero correr a complacerte y degustaré suavemente. Respirar aire caliente, sumergirnos en tu cuarto y devorarnos sin descanso. Simplemente